The native dynamic SQL statement, it is the what is the work of it? It provide a native support to the dynamic SQL statement. Okay, so here it is used. It provide a ability to execute the SQL statement whose structure is unknown at the execution time. So when you execute the SQL statement, so till that time the structure is unknown. So you don't know the structure of the SQL statement. Means it may be a insert statement, it may be a update statement, or it may be a delete statement. So if the dynamic SQL statement is a select statement that return multiple row, NDS gives you following choices. So when you are executing the SQL statement which is giving you the multiple row, so you have the following choices. What is that? One is use the execute immediate statement with bulk collection into, then use the open for fetch close statement. In the Oracle database 11G, NDS support the statement larger than 32 KB. Okay, so it is supported the SQL statement that you have to pass at runtime. It is larger than 32 KB by accepting the CLOB argument. Now execute immediate, it prepare a statement, execute it, return the variable and then deallocate the resource. Open for, it prepare and execute the statement using a cursor variable. Close, closes the cursor used by the cursor variable, deallocate the resources. Okay, so first you have to use execute immediate, it prepare the statement, execute and return the variable. So first when you are using select statement, it is execute the select statement, retrieve and some value and store in a variable. Open for, it prepare execute the statement using cursor variable. So it is open the cursor for storing the value here. Fetch is retrieve the result. Close is it is used to close the cursor. Then you can use bind variable in the dynamic parameter in the execute immediate and open statement. Native dynamic SQL statement include the following capability: define the dynamic SQL statement, handle in, out, bind variable that are bound by the position. So these are the path we have to follow. Using execute immediate statement, use the execute immediate statement for NDS or PLSQL anonymous block. Execute immediate function, it is used in NDS or PLSQL anonymous block. So after executing the statement, what are the value you are getting? For storing that value in a variable, we are using into clause. So into is used for a single row query and specify the variable are retrieved. Using is used to hold and bind the argument. The default parameter is in. Okay, so here in this statement, we're using execute immediate statement. It can be used to execute the SQL statement, PLSQL anonymous block. Dynamic string is a string expression that represented dynamic SQL statement or PLSQL block. A record is a user-defined row type record that stores the selected row. Okay, for storing the selected row, we're using record type. Bind argument is an expression whose value is passes to the dynamic SQL statement PLSQL block. It is used to store the value dynamically, means at runtime. The into clause specify the variable or record into which the column value are retrieved. So after you are using the select statement, you are getting some value, and for storing that value into a variable, we are using into clause. The using clause hold all bind argument. The default parameter mode is in. So these are the different syntax that we're using or keywords we're using in the execute immediate statement. The methods are available. One is method 1. It is a non-query without host variable, execute immediate without the using an into clause. Method 2, it is a non-query with no number of input and host variable. Okay, so method 1 is a non-query without host variable. Here we are not defining any host variable in the SQL statement. In NDS SQL statement, when it is used, you can use execute immediate without using an into clause. So you are not storing the value in a variable. We are not using using clause or into clause. Method 2, non-query with known number of input and host variable. So you know how many variable you have to take. Execute immediate with a using clause. So here we are using execute immediate and using clause. Method 3, query with a known number of select list item. So you have to know the known number of select item. Execute immediate with using and into clause. So in NDS function, here we use execute immediate with using an into clause. Method 4 is query with known number of select list item into host variable. So here you know the select number of select items. So here we are using dbms underscore SQL package. So these are the four type of method we are using. The method 1 describe this method let your program accept a build a dynamic SQL statement. So method 1 is it is helping you to accept a dynamic SQL statement. Dynamic SQL statement means it is the SQL statement you have to pass at runtime. Execute it using execute immediate command. The SQL statement must not be a query and must not contain any placeholder. It must not contain any placeholder for input and host variable. So here we are using delete from employee where department number equals to 20, grant select an employee to Scott. So where we want to delete a employee table, employee information where department number is equals to 20, then we are giving a permission to the select statement on employee table to Scott. The Scott user having permission to retrieve the statement from the employee table, to retrieve the data from the SQL table. So that here we are giving a permission. So it is a method 1. Method 2 is saying that this method let your program accept a build dynamic SQL statement and then process using prepare and execute command. The SQL statement must not be a query. The SQL statement must not be a query. The number of placeholder for input or host variable and data type of the input host variable must be known at pre-compile time. So at the pre-compile time, you know what is the variable or what is the host variable or data type that you want to take, that you define in the method 2. Second query or second method, if you notice here, number of input variable is known. Insert into employee, first name, last name, job ID. First name, last name, job ID. Then here we define a variable employee first name, employee last name, job ID. That is defined here. Method 3 is saying that this method let your program accept, build a dynamic query and then process it using prepare command with declare, open, fetch and close cursor. So in the method 3 we are using declare, open, fetch and close cursor command. The number of select list item and number of placeholder for input host variable and the data type of the input host variable must be known at pre-compile time. For example, the following string is qualified: select employee ID, minimum salary, maximum salary from employee, then group by department ID. Then select last name employee ID from employee where department ID equals to the department number. So what is the number we are passing at runtime? That number it will retrieve. It is a method 3, means at pre-compile time you know that. So if you compare to method 2 to method 3, so let your program accept a build dynamic query. It is also dynamic SQL statement, and process it using prepare statement. Process it using prepare statement. Here execute command is not used. So here where additionally use declare open, fetch and close. So normally here in the method 3 you can use a cursor point of view. The method 3 is what wise part of view. This method lets your program accept a build dynamic SQL statement and then process it using descriptor. The descriptor is what? The descriptor is an area of memory. It is used by your program and Oracle to hold a complete description of the host variable. It can be unknown at runtime. For example, the following host string fall into this category. Insert into employee which column you want to insert you don't know, and in what the value you want to insert it is don't know. So that is called as a method 4 application.